83 degrees, not a cloud overhead, blue skies atop Busch Stadium. Mariners and the Cardinals getting set for the middle game of this weekend series. Back-to-back day games today and tomorrow. Fantastic starting pitching and great work from the bullpen. Now, Ref Snyder fooled a little bit on that one. A good slider. The slider in last night's game. Lined into left field over Mason Wynn. A base hit for Cal Raleigh. Now a 10-game on-base streak.
Of the pitchers that you see in baseball, so they're really overrepresented in the sport.
A high fly ball pulled way out of here to left field. Big Mac land incoming. Watch out. Julio takes flight in St. Louis.
Different story here today. Went back to the well with the slider after missing down under the zone, and he was ready for it down and in. And takes his time with that big blast. 402-foot shot into Big Mac land.
Naylor caught looking. He strikes out.
5 does have a 3-run home run off of Libby.
And he's got an extra base hit to left. Perhaps Church over quickly cuts it off in the corner. Rosarena on his way to second, and he'll slide in.
On the ground over to Weatherholt at second base. Well, the Mariners a productive start to this game. It was a one-out single from Cal Raleigh, and then Julio climbs the ladder out to Big Mac land in left field. Now the Mariners take an early 2-0 lead.
Weatherholt leads off, takes a strike, and he unloads deep right field. JJ with a leadoff homer. That's how you answer two. Get one yourself. It's a one-run game.
Well, all of a sudden, J.J. Weatherholt with one swing of the bat got this crowd here at Busch Stadium right back into it. J.J. got himself a four-seam middle in. Wu loves to throw his fastball in on the left-handers. J.J. knew that. He was
20 or more batters face. Only Brian Wu had not allowed a home run. But he does so on the very first batter he faces. Back-to-back four-seam fastball.
So Herrera is next, and he hits one high in the air. Back-to-back bombs.
top of the zone, and then Herrera gets himself one up as well. 429-foot blast. That's a way to start a ball game.
That'd be a great game plan. As that one shot toward left, but Rosarena got a good jump. And there is out number one. 2-strike pitch. And that one is tipped and caught at 97. Walker is down on strikes. Just missed it. And skies that towards shallow left. Rosarena battling the sun, still fighting it, and makes the play. And that will retire the side. Weatherholt and Herrera, the Cardinals, dynamic duo in the first. JJ's first career leadoff homer, followed by Herrera's fourth of the year. And we're tied at 2, heading to the second.
Story behind Gamel.
What was your question about Gamel? On the ground, Wynn dives, makes the stop, pops up, and it's up the line, off the bag, and Garver's got himself an infield base hit. Young swings and misses. He strikes out 10. So if it happened, he called it. Wilson with a deep drive. Back, and it's gone. Will Wilson's first at bat as a Mariner, and he leaves the yard. Looking good in that Mariners uniform already. His first career major league home run, and it comes in St. Louis.
Be ready for the heater, and he certainly was. Again, just thrilled to see it. And the other thing that we've seen so far today that we haven't seen lately is there's actually traffic aboard when the Mariners are hitting their home runs. There's a lot of solo home runs coming into this series, but Cal Raleigh got himself on in front of Julio, and then Mitch Garver gets himself on in front of Will Wilson.
That's a fair ball, and it kicks off the short wall. Cal gets back to the bag. Cal with a big break. Here's the throw, the slide. He's out. Cal caught stealing, and it ends the top of the second. But Will Wilson's first home run puts the Mariners in front.
Ballpark Village today. We understand we might get a couple of visitors during the game as that one's lined to deep right. That ball's carrying. That ball is gone. Hot diggity dog. Nathan Church has hit the third solo homer for the Cardinals today.
Well, Chip, our Toyota key to the game was beat the heat, and they do it again. This is 95, top of the zone, and Nathan Church puts a charge into it. His third home run of the season. It is a slugfest here at Busch.
His first home run.
Get going again.
Yeah, so with Vic, he doesn't like surprises, so you just have to make sure that you feed him the information so he can process it. And the only thing really different that
5 minutes.
It was, and look, there's an overall game plan. Obviously, hitting the fastball, as Brownie talked about. This one looped down the line. Nice play there. Church tracks it down. But I loved having it was the conversation individually, like the old I'm not paying attention, and then went as soon as the head went there for Matthew Liberatore.
So they walk Crawford. Now Mitch Garver is the batter. He has an infield hit. That's popped up. Can anybody get there? Only guy with a shot is Walker. He's going to slide and make a great catch. Man, did he cover some ground. Big strides for the Cardinals. Big man in right. And as fate would have it, he's coming up second in the third inning of a one-run game. Inning bomb into the Cardinals bullpen. And now Walker with a bullet the other way. That gets you back on time. Hammers the slider with 2 strikes. Nope. Line drive into right. So back-to-back singles for St. Louis. Happy fastball day continues. That one poked toward right. Refsnyder, a long run. He's near the line. Can't get there. That'll bounce off the netting. It's a fair ball. The ball stays in play. A run scores. And Gorman stands at third base. Church corks that towards center. Rodriguez retreats. Gorman at third. Might tag. Here's the catch. Here's the throw. Coming to the plate. Cut off. Throw to second late. Cardinals take the lead. Win a huge lead at second. Swing, drive, hammered down the line. Pedro Pajas has left the building foul. Pajas says it's gone. Third base umpire Edwin Moscoso says foul ball. Pajas has taken the trip around, and this one's going to be reviewed. He never stopped running.
Well, Edwin Moscoso down the line's the only one that thought this thing was foul. Let's take a look at it. It is hooking, and absolutely A fair ball.
Yep, it's a home run.
How much fun is this right now? This group is ready to hit a little bit of everything. Another sinker. Pedro pulled the hands in and drove it.
Now Dan Wilson went out to talk to Vic Carapazza.
Truly their entire lives cranked. Right field, the ball is flying. It's the third home run by the Mariners. Cole Young takes off to right field. 2-run game. He's really hit lefties well.
He has. You go back to last year, he's hit just 220 against him. Coming into today, 286. And he didn't have any home runs last year. He had one, make it 2 for the 2026 season. At bat, this ends up leaving the yard on the 8th pitch. And the one thing that he's really been able to cut down on is strikeouts. His strikeout rate against lefties was over 20% last year, under 15% this.
Go tomorrow. Julio in the air, and it's a base hit to left field. He's had some good at-bats. Away from tying this thing up. There goes Julio. It's a strike. He slides in, and he's safe by a lot. Third stolen base this year for Julio. He's in scoring position immediately. Hitter fights that off the hands. Able to move the runner. Gets a job done in that regard. In the air to Scott in center. He makes the catch. Julio sprints home, and he scores standing. Got some Whitey small ball here in the 5th inning for the Mariners.
1 ball, 1 strike. High in the air to left. Back to the track in Wallace Church. Up and against the first. He got it. He brought another one back.
Nathan Church knows exactly where he's at and keeps the lead for the Cardinals. Wow.
With limited chances.
This is a rocket out to center field. It sends Scott back. He turns, and it's off the very top of the wall. Young slides into second, and he was maybe less than a foot away from leaving the yard. The 1-2. On the ground and into center field. Young makes the turn on his way home. Dom Canzone, a pinch hit RBI knock, and he has tied the game in the 6th inning. In the air, slicing to the alleyway. Scott moving over, and he makes the catch. Can really cover some ground out there, and got to that easily. Naylor stranded. Time to stretch. We're tied. Wu going just 3. And he blows it past him. That's the 2nd strikeout for Criswell.
And that one golfed to the left side. That'll sneak through. A 2-hit game for Mason Wynn. Mason's got another half step on the lead and not going. Swing, fly ball, well hit right track, wall, gone! A 2-homer game for Nathan Church. Amen, baby. The Cardinals needed that. It's 9-7. Church with the honors today.
That was huge. Cutter and up and in. See how fast those hands are for Nathan Church. Just directly to the ball. And another laser into the pan.
So your Gateway Honda dealers, another $1,000 to the Make-A-Wish.
Little headbutt there at the end. This is a cutter up and in at his hands. He pulls in the hands and gets the barrel out in front. Gets this 107 miles per hour.
To stay on this one. What a wild day this has been.
Deep short. Crawford, long throw, and the flying feet of Pajes reward him with an infield hit. He's 3 for 3. Casey pinch running at first here. And that's the pitch that's been erasing Victor right across the shoe tops. Bookend strikeouts for Criswell, 2 outs. And the Cardinals leadoff man with the skipper before the game. As this one hit high in the air to right and playable for Rayleigh. Rodriguez joins the fray, and that will retire the side. More on Weatherholt and the Cardinals, who get a Nathan Church homer. Beautiful line drive swing, and it carries into the bullpen. 2 homers, 4 RBIs for the Cardinals outfielder. And we go to the 8th with a 2-run lead.
This finds its way into left field off of Gorman. And Garver is aboard. Left on left. Hit hard up the middle into center field. That moves Garver into second, and the Mariners will bring the go-ahead run to the plate now. Tying run aboard.
To make contact against, and he's hard to lift.
Into right field, base hit. Garver is in. Young is coming home, and Connor Joe ties the game in the 8th inning. Back and forth we go in St. Louis.
Absolutely bonkers. Good for Connor Joe. First fastball he sees, he jumps on it. It really, down the middle of the plate, but he allows it to get deep. Goes the other way.
This is pitch number 10. Hit hard on the ground through the right side for a base hit. Joe, the turn. He's into third. Julio, a 10-pitch base hit into right field. A 3-hit day. And the Mariners have the go-ahead run 90 feet from home. This will be pitch number 9 to Cole Young. And it almost takes his feet out. He drops down on top of home plate. That was a hit.
Yeah, I think it
did hit him. Wow. All right. So the bases are loaded now. After all that for O'Brien, on the 9th pitch, he hits him in the foot in the 9th. Into center field. Leo Rivas delivers in the 9th inning. Crawford scores. Garver right behind him. And Leo Rivas burns the Cardinals again. The Mariners have come back to take the lead 11-9 in the 9th inning.
Just dig what this kid is made of. He understands what O'Brien's trying to do. He's been living at the bottom of the zone. He gets a sinker down at the bottom of the zone and lifts it up over the infield his head. Drops this into shallow center field to bring home 2.
O'Brien, who had been one of the very best relievers all year. First runs he has first. On a 2-2. Julio strikes out. The Mariners send 8 to the plate. They take the lead in the 9th thanks to Leo Rivas. Now the Mariners are now 3 outs away from the series win. He walked him, and now the tying run comes to the plate. He got him back on track. 1 away.
And he got the chase there from.
This is fair. A step on first base. Throw to second. Tag applied. What a thrilling win for the Seattle Mariners today. An incredible come from behind 11-9 win. A series win in St. Louis.
I mean, you tell me that Brian Wu is going to throw 3 innings and they're going to light him up for 7 earned runs and the Mariners are going to win that game? I mean, no, 10 out of 10. What an incredible victory for the Mariners today, and they did it. This is just such a team effort. Guys doing the little things, moving runners over, getting them in, some sock as well, and then the bullpen just showing up today and showing out.